Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Yahweh Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Matazat Lacham. I was giving you just a heads up on what, an idea of what these devils are doing, what they're up to. Like I said before in other videos that I put on my channel, if you go back and look a few weeks back, or actually a couple of months back, I put up a couple of videos about David Goldberg. I put up a couple of about Project Zephyr and Project Pogo, and another video I think I was put up on the same day concerning how they have to have this digital prison set up on a global scale, but they're going to start in UK, and they have to have it completed by October of 2025, which is this year. Okay, that's the reason why Donald Trump is signing all these executive orders, closing all the different avenues of escape and shutting down all the different alternatives in order to buy and sell, to participate in this society. Okay, he's closing up all your alternatives and shutting down all the back doors. There's no way other than that. Just got through watching a video of a guy that had a pocket full of money, hundreds, 50s, 20s, went to McDonald's to buy a cup of coffee, and they said they accept no more cash. Okay? Wow. What the hell? Okay? No more cash is being accepted. Okay? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if I can find that video. Because I was like, wow. Is he serious right now? Well, I guess I won't be able to find it. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to this video and let you guys make your own decision, because that's what it's gonna come down to eventually.
Body count you're stacking up. She was tortured first. As you'd already killed her husband, she must have been the only one left to question. Do you know anything that could compromise you?
No.
Not your name? What you were after?
No.
Demetrios worked as middleman. Always knew when to put his hands on weapons and people who could use them. He worked with anyone who had money. For years he was involved with a man we knew as Le Chiffre, private banker to the world's terrorists. He invested their money and gave them access to wherever they wanted. Oh good, you're here. Albanian, we believe. Chess prodigy. A bit of a mathematical genius, and like to prove it by playing poker.
Ow. So you can keep an eye on me?
Yes. When they analysed the stock market after 9/11, the CIA discovered a massive shorting of airline stocks. When the stocks hit bottom on 9/12, somebody made a fortune. The same thing happened this morning with Skyfleet stock, or was supposed to. With their prototype destroyed, the company would be near bankruptcy. Instead, somebody lost over $100 million betting the wrong way.
You think it's this man, Le Chiffre?
Which would explain how he could set up a high-stakes poker game at Casino Royale in Montenegro. 10 players, $10 million buy-in, $5 million rebuy. Winner takes all, potentially $150 million.
Good. Then we'll know where he'll be. Do you want a clean kill or do you want to send a message?
We want him alive. The Schiffer doesn't have $100 million to lose.
Has he been playing the stock market with his clients' funds? I'm not going to be too happy when they find out it's gone.
We can't let him win this game. If he loses, he'll have nowhere to run. We'll give him sanctuary in return for everything he knows. I'm putting you in the game, replacing someone who's playing for a syndicate. According to Villiers, you're the best player in the service. Trust me, I wish it wasn't the case. I would ask you if you could remain emotionally detached. But I don't think that's your problem, is it, Bond?
No.
Don't worry about keeping in touch. We'll know where you are.
You can stop pretending. You knew I wouldn't let it stop, didn't you?
Well, I knew you were you.
Okay. So anyway, let's go off into a couple of biblical scriptures that's going to cover that. I think you know exactly where I'm headed. Okay. Let's get Isaiah chapter 36. Salakia. Nothing I can do about it. I'm like, what the hell, man? Buffer me. Gonna buffer my... Oh, wow. Yeah, let's buffer forever then. Wow, that's crazy. Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. Right? And the staff of bread, okay, is the power structure of Babylon the Great. The broken reed is the broken financial system that they were going to crash on Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Wherefore also our Lord was crucified, as it is written in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, right? Spiritual Egypt. Everybody's got to go to work. Didn't you have to go to work this morning? Don't you have to go to work this afternoon, second shift? Don't you got to go work later on this evening, after 10 or 11 o'clock at night on third shift? You know, 3 shifts, boom, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got to go to work, okay? It was the same way in Egypt. You know, that was for the cries of the Israelites that were heard by the Most High God. They got sick and tired of working 24 hours a day, 7 days a fucking week, okay? All right? Whereon, if a man lean, meaning that if you are come dependent or you're a willing participant in the Egyptian system of their staff of bread, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Uh-oh. Wow, what's this? Wow, man. Okay. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right? So, and Pharaoh, king of Egypt, would be Caesar, a.k.a. the president of the United States, the king of spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Okay, he's the new Pharaoh. Agent Orange himself, DJT. Right? Let's go to the other one, Revelation chapter 13. Okay, verse 16, 15, let's start there. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now, he being the beast, or savage bestial man, right? This bestial man is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, right? The image of the beast is America, right? With their what do you call it? Their cashless society, right? That the image of the beast should both speak, so they're going to make it mandatory, okay, through draconian law, eventually. But they're going to try to make it mandatory, where that's the only way you'll be able to buy and sell, right? And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast or being a willing participant Whereas if a man lean, if you lean on the government, right? If you don't, if you don't participate, which means that you would be a worshiper, you would be a willing participant. When you worship something, you willingly participate in prayer and worship, right? Okay, the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, 2 ways to do that. They'll send your ass to Nicaragua, Venezuela, or El Salvador prisons, or they'll just do it here by shutting off your chip to where you can't buy and sell and you can't participate in the caste society. Okay? Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you just saw an example of the size of the mark and where the mark would be implanted, installed underneath your skin subcutaneously. Okay? Now, it could be, this mark would be either in your right hand or in your foreheads. Now, there's 3 different companies that are about trying to do this thing as far as putting it in your forehead or in your brain. You have Neuralink, you have Synchron, and then you have damn, I forgot the name of the what is it? Fuck, I forgot the name of the third company. But there's a third company, and then they're experimenting with going through human trials right now, and installing this Neuralink in people's heads. Okay, giving them people an opportunity. Hey, you take the Neuralink, go back to society. Right? Don't take the Neuralink, you go into El Salvador. What you going to do? That's what they're going to do, man. This is what they do. They use extortion. Okay? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? So you got 3 different ways to take this deal. You got the radio frequency identification microprocessor, subcutaneously the size of a grain of rice, implanted underneath your skin. Right? Because I could go back to images all over again and let you see what's going on there. If I can find it. There it is. Boom. Boom. Okay? The subcutaneous grain of rice, or the one to be installed in your brain. Okay? And you got 3 different companies now that are 2 other companies that are endorsed by Jeff Bezos and Gil Bates, right? On the Neuralink. As far as the Verichip Corporation, Donald Trump owns the Verichip Corporation. Okay, that's the reason why they're trying to dig for lithium, and caused floods in North and South Carolina, because you have huge deposits of lithium buried underground there, and that's just natural resources that he's moving all of those people the fuck out of there. Okay, moving them into cities and apartment buildings, so this way it's easier for them to keep track, and they can make an innumerable amount of these microprocessors. You see what I'm saying? Because they need the lithium, the natural resources there, in order to make these. Okay? Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right? Anyway, I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to let you know what was up. All praises to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because, like I said before, it's a tracking device. So this way you'll be able to keep track of a person, what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. You know, it's going to limit what you can. You know, it's digitally programmable, so they could shut it off, or whatever have you. They could limit what you buy. Basically, you can only buy, so there's a physical limitation as to how far away from your place of residence you'll be able to do any purchasing power. It's the perfect prison. The perfect prison, they found out, is a prison with no walls. If the inmate doesn't realize that they're in jail, they'll just continue to stay in jail and never think about it because they don't see any walls. Okay, the same thing that happened to us, it'll run into Stockholm syndrome. Same thing happened to us as the Israelites. America is a prison, as a huge gulag for the Israelites. We are in the land of our captivity, where we think upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the hopes that through his son, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and the atonement blood that he shed for the sins of the elect of the house of Israel, that the hidden ones here found in Psalm 83, that he would save us and come back just in time, right before these devils bring in Jacob's trouble. But of course we have to go through Jacob's trouble in order to come out on the other side smelling like a rose. But you know, the things that we're maybe subject to having to do or whatever have you, I don't know. I'm hoping that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will have mercy. That's all we got. Isaiah 65, right, verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye, those that were not the Most High's servants, those that were scoffers and mockers, shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. Why are they crying? Because they don't have, during the time of Jacob's trouble, they're not going to be able to buy and sell. You know, there won't be any food on the shelves. All the stores are going to be raided. There's going to be nothing left. They're going to be sitting in the dark, no food. They're going to run out of food very quickly. Okay, they're going to start going into the sedition of men and invading one another, as it is written in 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. Right? They'll come through, kick your door in. Just let you know. That's what they're going to do, and they're going to spoil your goods. You know, canned goods, whatever you have, whether it's medicine, or alcohol, or food. They're coming in with a weapon to just take your shit, you know, gang bust style, you know, highway robbery. Okay, you know, because if they've got a family, they got kids, they're going to do whatever it takes to feed them. Okay, and then if you're the victim, you're just the victim. Oh well, 911's going to be offline. The police ain't coming. Okay, because they're going to be trying to protect their own. You see. But anyway, all praises to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rahawah Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth, who rule well, as it is written in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Yep.